Good morning, everyone. This is Rebecca. I am back again. I just want to thank God this morning for everything that He's doing in our life, for using each one of you to become the reason of me coming back from time to time, for using you to inspire me, to encourage me to go on and cry out in behalf of my people who are getting killed, who are still getting killed. I don't even know where to start. But yes, I am writing many things out there. I am posting many things out there, and I am crying out to my people that it's going to take the hands of God for the suffering of our people to end. It is going to take the hands of God for peace to come back in South Sudan. We, the South Sudanese, we are going through a curse that came from our forefathers, a curse that came from what we, the South Sudanese, today generation did, a curse that came from our leaders, from us, the citizens. One thing you need to put in your head: we, the South Sudanese, when we were going through so much in Sudan, and our people were fighting for the land of our land today, the land of South Sudan today. The whole South Sudanese, all of us turned to God, and we were crying out to God. We were going to different churches. We were going out there in group, crying out to God to help us to have our own land. And as the Lord has answered the prayers of our mothers and fathers, the Lord has answered the prayers of all the citizens of South Sudan. The Lord has answered the prayers of all the leaders, the great men who lost their life, who their blood went for that land, the land of South Sudan today. The land that our people turned to become enemy for each other. Our people turned to kill our mothers, our fathers, our children, our young men and women. The land that our people today turned to burn the families alive, to burn the kids alive, to kill the women. When the Lord has answered our prayers and we got that land, the leaders, I am going to speak like my head is cut off, but I am going to speak, and may the Lord touch the heart of our leaders. May the Lord touch the heart of each one of us so we can turn back to God. To my leaders, when you got that chair, when you seated in that chair and became a president, you turn your back into those who lost their mothers, those who lost their fathers because of that land. You turn your back to those women, to those men, to those who lost the part of their bodies because of that land. You turn your back to the children of great men and women who lost their life for our land. You turn your back on your own citizen, and you only started thinking of your own benefit, the benefit of your wives and kids, the benefit of your relatives, the benefit of your close families. You forgot about the citizens, you forgot about all those things, and you started running to different gods. You forgot the God of heaven and earth. You started running to different witchcrafts. You started running to different gods, the gods of our forefathers. You turn your back to the God who gave you this land, to the God who saved you from losing your life. Many lost their life before you. Many lost part of their bodies. But the Lord has saved you, Salva Kiir, and the Lord has saved you, Riek Machar, and put you in that position. You turn your back, and now you became into a disagreement, and you became the devil of our own people. You became the reason of the killing of the mothers and the fathers, the reason of the burning the families alive, the reason of burning the kids with their fathers and mothers, the reason of those people who are getting killed until today. You became the reason of the citizens who divided themselves into two, calling themselves, I am from Salva Kiir, I am from Riek Machar, and people became very wicked, because if you took that road and you took that position that God has given you, and you call upon the Lord, and you walk right before the Lord, and you treating everybody equally, I believe whatever is happening today, it will not happen. You became the reasons, two of you became the reasons of today. Our neighbors are coming with their airplane, whatever it is that you call them, bombing the South Sudanese alive, killing the South Sudanese alive. You became the reason of those soldiers who lost their mind and killing the people of South Sudan with no mercy, raping the young girls, sleeping with the women, and killing them and burning them. And it's still happening until today. If you guys did not speak on those soldier ears, if you did not send those soldiers out there and tell them to go and fight for this or for that, nothing like that will happen. It is going to take you, the leaders, to turn back to God and cry out to God. Let me go back to my citizen. The same thing happened to us. We cry out to God with all our hearts. The Lord gave us our land. And we went to that land to live there and have a better life. Many has turned their back to God. Many have went to our forefathers' God. You went back worshiping our forefathers. Kujur bita betna, or kujur bita abuyu, kujur bita umiu, kujur bita kashumbabna. We turned back to God, and when we turned our back to God and went back to our forefathers, we went and worshiped our forefathers' God. We forgot about God. You go into those witchcraft that coming from Uganda, that coming from Kenya, that coming from whatever country, if it's African country, whatever country they came from with their gods, they came from with their powers. You're running to them, asking them to help you to get a better positions, asking them to help you to get if you want to get a woman, or you want to get a wife, or you want to get your husband, you want to keep your husband in the house, whatever that we did. Each one of us know. We turn our back to God and we ran to our forefathers' gods. We turn our back to the God of heaven and we ran to get power from different positions. This is the result. This is the result of us turning our back to God. This is the result that is coming to harm us, harm our kids, harm our family, destroy our country. What I want to say is, our God is a God of second chance. We all know the Bible said, if my people who are called by my name turn to me, seek my face and humble themselves, I will hear from heaven, forgive their sins and heal their land. It is going to take the hands of the Lord to heal our land. It is going to take the hands of the Lord to heal our broken heart. It is going to take the hands of the Lord to bring agreement between us, the citizen. It is going to take the hands of God to bring agreement between our leaders. I don't care if it's Obama wants the citizen or whatever you call them, our leaders, to go and sign this paper by force. Even if you sign this paper today, and you still with that heart turning to your forefathers, and you still don't want to say sorry, God, for whatever I did to my people, you don't want to turn back to God with all your heart, disagreement is still going to come. Many are still going to die. Many are still going to lose their life. The same thing is happening. It is going to happen and worse. I said this last time. The Lord showed me a dream. Coming from down the basement, when I came up there, I saw so many women are sitting in one place crying. They are dressed in different colorful clothes. I went that I wanted to walk to them. Something touched me and I walked back. While I was walking back, I saw 5 men are digging a grave around a big person who is already buried, an adult who is already buried. They are digging a grave around that grave. I asked them one question. Why are you guys digging a grave around a person who is already buried? They said that there is 4 kids who died and they want to bury those kids there. I asked them, what killed those kids? They said, accident. That's it. I went downstairs. I've been crying out to God all this time. What was the dream about? And the dream, it was the same day I did the first video when the Lord had touched my heart. This is the answer of that dream. Whatever is happening in our country right now, it is going to take 4 generations who are going to die. 4 generations are going to kill themselves, are going to kill themselves in the worst way. If we don't turn back to God, and if we don't turn back to God and end the suffering of our people, and end the suffering that is going to our country, and end the work of the devil in our country, whatever is happening in our country, it is a curse. It is the work of the devil. It is, we're paying what our forefathers did. We're paying what we did. It is going to take us to end this. Whatever we are doing, our kids are watching. Those who their parents got killed in front of them, those young people who went there, who you make them army and went there to fight, they are watching. They're gonna grow up with that thing, and they're gonna come and blow the South Sudan again, and they're gonna come and kill the same fathers and mothers who are keeping quiet, who doesn't want to cry to God, who doesn't want to cry on behalf of our people. This thing is going to come back on our kids 4 generations from us. God is giving us a second chance. We need to turn back to God. He is going to end this problem in a way He knows how He's going to end it. What I want to tell you, the suffering that you caused our people, the people that you killed, our hearts is broken. The heart of the mothers, those who are outside, those who are inside, our hearts is broken in pieces. And that heart, nothing can heal it, only the hands of the Lord. Only God is going to heal that heart. Nobody is going to forgive anybody without the hands of the Lord. That forgiveness will not come. The Lord has promised in His word, I will take the stone heart away and I will give you the flesh heart. He will give us a flesh heart, a heart that we can forgive each other, a heart that we can be able to come together as one people and build that country and save those people and have a better life and give a better life to our kids who already lost their families right now. Many have lost their families right now. I am talking to you. If you don't turn back to God, it is going to take the citizen, it is going to take the leaders for us to turn back to God. It is going to take the hands of the Lord. I know many of you do not believe in the God of heaven and earth, but we're going to see, and we're going to watch, and we're going to see this. It is going to go on. It doesn't matter if the American bring the soldiers to come and bring peace. Our people are still going to die. What you want for us to be ruined by other countries, by other people who come in, and then we become a slave in their hands. That's what the Bible said. The curse that is written there. If we don't turn back to God, if we don't obey the Lord, and if we don't walk right, we're going to be a slave for the rest of our life. We've been a slave for many years, and now we're going back to slavery. And we went back to slavery. We want to slave ourselves, and we want to bring other countries to come and enslave us in our own country. No. That is not going to happen. If you who doesn't want to turn back to God, you're going to pay the price. Those who will turn back to God and pray, you pray for yourself, you pray for our country, you pray for our people. This mess is still going to go on until the South Sudanese stand up with one voice, with one heart, and stand up as one people and ask the forgiveness of God and repent for what happened in our country and ask the help of the Lord. If we don't turn back to God, this suffering is still going to go on. The Lord has showed me in a dream, and I am telling you this, it is going to go 4 generations. We need to end this. We need to end this. It is in our hand to end it, and it's in our hand to make it still go on and become a slave and become lost people. I just thank God this morning. I am sorry, I get mad. My voice goes higher, and I just thank God. I just thank God. May the Lord touch the heart of those who are listening to this video, who are listening to this. The people of our country, our people, the remain of our people, they must be saved. We need to save the remain. We need to save the remain. It is going to take the citizens. It is going to take the leaders. It is not going to take one side. I know people are still divided and still dividing themselves, but through the prayers of many, through the prayers of those spiritual people, those who are walking right before the Lord, through your prayers, it is going to take your prayers. It is going to take our prayers. It is going to take us for our people to turn back to God. It is going to take us crying before the Lord for our people to turn back to God. I know the Lord's hands is upon the South Sudanese, but we need to stand up. We need to stand up. We need to respond.